Imagine this, an app that dominates social media, capturing the hearts of over 100 million Americans. From viral dances to life-changing careers, TikTok wasn't just an app, it was a cultural revolution. But in the land of the free, where freedom of expression thrives, this app became the center of a fiery debate. Accusations of espionage, fears of data theft, and growing tension between two global superpowers. This wasn't just about social media. It was about national security, politics, and the digital age's most pressing question. Who controls the internet? Today, we're uncovering the truth behind TikTok's ban in the United States. From its meteoric rise to the battle between creativity and control, this story reveals the delicate balance between innovation and safety. What really happened, and what does it mean for us? TikTok burst onto the scene like a storm. Launched globally in 2018, it quickly became the go-to platform for people to share 15-second videos that were funny, creative, or downright bizarre. From teenagers to grandmothers, everyone had a place on TikTok. By 2020, over 100 million Americans were using the app, spending hours scrolling through everything from dance challenges to heartfelt stories. TikTok wasn't just an app, it was a cultural powerhouse. For small-town creators, TikTok became the stage to showcase their talents. It launched careers, gave people a voice, and connected users in ways other platforms couldn't. The app's secret sauce? Its powerful algorithm. TikTok learned your preferences fast, curating an endless stream of content that kept users glued to their screens. But with such massive success came massive scrutiny. Who was behind this app, and what was happening with all that data? The trouble started when US lawmakers began asking tough questions. Who owns TikTok? The answer, ByteDance, a Chinese company, immediately raised red flags. You see, China's government has strict laws that require businesses to hand over data if requested. This led to fears that the Chinese government could access sensitive information about American users, including their location, habits, and even biometric data like facial recognition. But the concerns didn't stop there. TikTok's algorithm, known for its uncanny ability to predict what you want to watch, sparked fears of manipulation. Could this technology be used to influence public opinion or spread propaganda? With over 100 million users in the US, the potential impact was massive. Critics warned that TikTok wasn't just a harmless app, it was a digital Trojan horse that could be weaponized in the growing geopolitical tensions between the US and China. In 2020, the Trump administration declared TikTok a national security threat. Executive orders were signed to ban the app unless ByteDance sold its US operations to an American company. This set off a whirlwind of negotiations, with tech giants like Microsoft and Oracle vying to take over TikTok's US assets. But the situation wasn't that simple. ByteDance denied all accusations, stating that US user data was stored in America and not accessible to Chinese authorities. The move to ban TikTok wasn't just about security, it was also about politics. US-China relations were at an all-time low, with both nations clashing over trade, technology, and global dominance. The ban became a symbol of this larger conflict. Critics accused the US government of using TikTok as a pawn in a political chess game, while supporters argued that banning the app was a necessary step to protect American interests. The proposed ban sparked outrage across the country. TikTok wasn't just an app for entertainment. It was a lifeline for millions of creators and small businesses. Influencers who had spent years building their audiences were terrified of losing their platforms overnight. Small businesses, musicians, and educators who relied on TikTok to reach their audiences felt blindsided. The hashtag #SaveTikTok trended on social media as users protested the ban. Many argued that the government was overreacting, and banning the app would stifle creativity and innovation. Some even saw it as an attack on free expression. However, others believe that protecting national security should come before convenience or entertainment. The debate highlighted a growing divide between the digital generation and the policymakers tasked with regulating these platforms. The battle over TikTok didn't end with the Trump administration. When Joe Biden took office in 2021, he paused the outright ban but introduced a new framework for assessing foreign-owned apps. Under these rules, TikTok is required to undergo rigorous security reviews to ensure that American user data remains protected. Meanwhile, some states have banned TikTok on government devices, citing ongoing security concerns. TikTok has responded by investing in transparency. The company built a $1.5 billion data center in the US and promised to allow third-party audits of its practices. But for many lawmakers, these measures aren't enough. Discussions about banning the app entirely continue, and TikTok's future in the United States remains uncertain. The TikTok controversy isn't just about one app. It's about how we navigate the digital age. At the heart of the debate lies a fundamental question. How do we balance innovation and security? TikTok's ban highlighted the growing tension between free markets and national security, between creativity and control. For users, the ban served as a wake-up call. It reminded us that our data is valuable, and the apps we use every day are part of a larger geopolitical landscape. For governments, it marked a turning point in how they approach tech regulation. And for companies, it showed the power and the risks of operating in a global market. The story of TikTok is far from over. Whether it thrives, adapts, or disappears in the US, one thing is clear. The battle between freedom and safety will shape the future of technology for years to come.